Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early October 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's up for the lovely Aries collective before we fully get underway. My gods, talk to me. What do we got for Aries, please, and thank you. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which I always find interesting. But let's get this card out here for my friends. What's going on for Aries? And don't worry, if you're a long-time watcher, I will be dressing up in costume when we get to around mid-October. So I don't want to jump the gun just yet. So we do have this card that could represent strategy. This is a very in-depth card in this deck. It's one of the more symbolically dense ones. So we'll speak about it before we do, though. If you're new here, I'll be talking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it, my friends. But into the reading we go. Enough of the promo. If you look at this card, we have this lovely lady here. She's sitting in front of a chessboard. There's a cage with butterflies flying out of it. There's cats. There's all sorts of different symbolism that we can draw from. Now, the one that I mainly look at most is that chessboard because the queen herself is a red piece. So to me, it does speak about planning, strategy, someone being in a strategic mindset. So in this time, you might be looking towards the future, putting plans in place, setting up those chess pieces, if you know what I mean. Sometimes this could even be individuals around you planning as well. But another theme that pops out with this card is someone possibly feeling a bit trapped or like they're against the wall, especially with the cage. The queen on the chessboard is cornered. So in this time, you might be feeling a little bogged down or trapped by something, whether it's your regular day-to-day life schedule, whether it's an individual. Those are themes to watch out for. But we'll see if that manifests in the reading itself. We're going to put our friend right there to play her chess game. I'm going to get you 3 tarot cards in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff. Let's go. Let's shuffle it up, my gods. Talk to me. What do we got for Aries here? And we're using the vice versa tarot once again. It's a beautiful deck, very in-depth. So last week's reading, I will say this, maybe the last couple of weeks, the Aries readings have a bit of volatility around them. Last week's reading was titled An Emotional Wreck. So hopefully you haven't been emotionally volatile. There might be someone you're connected to that was very much up and down or feeling feelings of despair, okay? Because the week before that, we saw endings. We saw 10 of Swords, so cycles coming to a close. So we're going to hope for some positivity and optimism this week. Let's see what we got for you. Let's get 3 out for Aries. Thank you. Okay, so we do have the 10 of Wands. This could be a little bit of a warning right up front, but I don't want to jump the gun just yet. Let's put our friend right there. Let's keep it moving. The 10 of Wands could be burdensome. Once again, another card that could represent the end of the road in regards to something, the end of a journey. It could be determination as well. Okay, we have the Hanged Man in position number 2. Very interesting. Yeah, there might be something you're trying to stop. Okay, or hopefully this isn't somebody trying to get in your way or stop you from doing something. Let's get one more. That's just how I'm feeling with the 10 of Wands, the Hanged Man. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles here, communication, learning. That is a good highlight to something possibly new coming into your life. So we might have a bit of a mixed bag here, Aries. We're going to talk about it. I'll give you all the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get that juicy, intuitive stuff. So position 1, like I was saying, we have the 10 of Wands. All 10s in tarot do represent the end of some sort of cycle. Okay, so those themes are still hanging over for a couple of weeks. The 10 of Wands is a bit burdensome. This is somebody that has a lot of weight on their shoulders. In the worst case scenario, this card could represent physical injuries. This card could represent illness and sickness sometimes. It is also an energy that could be guilt. However, every tarot card has a positive and negative. This could be somebody that's in it for the long haul, fighting the good fight, very much determined to see something through to the end. So this could be a really good card, okay? Depending on the clarifier, that's really what will tell us the tale this week. Now, I will also say that could be a warning about your physical health and vitality. Watch out for your neck, spine, back, anything in that area. But in position 2, we have the Hanged Man. Very interesting and intriguing type of energy, okay? A little bit of a misunderstood card, if you ask me. Now, this could represent a Scorpio in your life. Some people even link this to Virgo. When I see the Hanged Man, I think of somebody that's pulled back, retracted, strategic, just like that first card we were getting. So this could speak about strategy, plans. This is analyzing as well. So you might be analyzing someone or something. This could be somebody analyzing you as well. But notice this is a very much stopped type of card. It's not moving. So with the bogged down energy of the Ten of Wands, with the Hanged Man, there could be something that you're trying to bring to a stop, bring to a close. Okay, whether a behavior, whether an individual, we'll see. Because the clarifier could change all this energy up. It can also be somebody taking one for the team, like an energy of self-sacrifice as well. But moving to the back end, we have the Page of Pentacles. One of my favorite cards in the whole entire deck. Now, this could represent a child. This could represent somebody with an age difference. The Page of Pentacles can also represent, if not earth signs, somebody that's getting into some sort of new cycle, right? They're all students. They're all messengers. So we could be speaking about new journeys, new adventures. But this Page of Pentacles is, aside from being very studious, a big messenger, a big speaker. So we could be talking about talks, literally, messages, communication. So this could be a very important crux to the whole entire reading. So we're going to put that page down right there, and we're going to keep pushing here. Let's dive deeper. We're going to jump in and clarify. All right, so let's get a good shuffle here for the Aries collective, please, and thank you. Interesting energy. Very grounded as well. Well, let's shuffle it up. What do we got? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. What's going on this Ten of Wands? And as always, if you read tarot yourself, that's why this box is here. Please feel free to play along. If there's any messages you want to give to Aries, you could drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Ten of Wands time. Enough of all that. What's going on here? Thank you. Nine of Cups. Something is going to be worth it here. Okay, something you might be struggling against or struggling with could be very much worth it if there is something or someone you're putting a lot of focus, a lot of energy into. At the end of the day, this could be very much worth your time and effort. We have the Nine of Cups underneath this Ten of Wands. Beautiful energy of wish fulfillment, something paying off. So I really want to see how the rest of this plays out, because this could be some sort of long-awaited win, hard-fought win, something you've been pushing towards for a long time. So if you're going through any situations right now that are extremely heavy or they take a lot of energy, a lot of effort, this could be something that really pays off for you in the end, like big time. Because with the Nine of Cups, it's having it all, right? Now, some of you, this could represent an individual in your life that might be struggling with substances or over partying as well. That's for a very minute portion of you. But for a lot of you, I do feel like something could be worth it. Okay, something you were working towards or working on or about to embark on could be very much worth all the effort and energy you're putting into it. Okay, so we're going to see how the rest of this goes. That little side message just popped in, so only take it if it hits. But with the little sub-themes of these cards, that could be it for some of you, of course. Okay, so we're going to keep moving. Let's go in on this Hanged Man and see what's up with that. So why is the Hanged Man here for Aries? Interesting. I do like that we're starting off with that positivity in the clarifiers. So what's up? Where's the Hanged Man here? No, I was going to say the deck is being very specific. All right, this is something that might pick up steam like out of nowhere, surprisingly. This is heavy action, okay, with the Knight of Wands underneath this Hanged Man. I'm getting multiple messages that are just streaming in. Now, the Knight of Wands could represent a fire sign. So obviously, that could be you, Aries. That could be another fire sign showing up here front and center. Some of you might need to take stock, plan something, analyze, and look at things a lot closer. This could be Spirit asking you to slow it down and look at the details. Look at something much more closer than you currently are. However, with the Hanged Man moving into this Knight of Wands energy, something can pick up a lot of heavy steam, big gains to be made. So this feels really good. Once again, I was getting a little worried with the main part of the spread, but with these clarifiers, it's saying like, okay, any time of struggle, anything you're struggling with, you might be seeing big leaps and gains quickly. Okay, so like I said, with the Hanged Man, this Knight of Wands, like it could be something that picks up a lot of steam suddenly, like sudden action, or something that picks up a lot of steam surprisingly. Big gains here, so I do like this. Okay, improvements, things getting better. Let's move over to that Page of Pentacles. Interesting. I mean, I like that type of energy. I definitely claim that. But let's see what's going on with that Page of Pentacles. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So what is up here? Why is that Page of Pentacles here for Aries, please? Why is that page here? The deck is acting a little funky, but they want to talk to you. What's going on with that page? Okay, yeah. All right, a lot of you could have an opportunity for something big coming in. All right, with the Ace of Wands underneath this Page of Pentacles. For a portion of you, this could be something that's just building a big fire inside of you in this time. As I always say, all aces are opportunities. The Ace of Wands is very much fired up, ready to go. Let's do this type of energy. And with the messenger aspect of this Page of Pentacles, sure, it could be somebody with like surprising news or hitting you with a conversation or an update that is like out of nowhere, okay? So we do have those little ties. But when I see this Page of Pentacles with this Ace of Wands, any new endeavor is heavily favored. If there is something you are just starting in this time, Spirit is telling you to keep pushing towards that, keep that fire burning within you. But for a lot of you, it could be some sort of good news coming in, exciting news coming in. So this feels really good. Or a conversation that sparks a fire, opportunities. So we're seeing a lot of payoff energy here from front to back in this spread, Aries. This is good, especially if you've been struggling with things lately. I like this. So let's go through and do a quick little recap here, just so we could tie it all together. You could be experiencing various different wins and victories, but I like that. Exciting news, possibly. So if you kindly look in the box before the shadow card, in position number 1, we have the 10 of Wands with the 9 of Cups. Like I said, this 10 of Wands did feel a little burdensome, made me a little nervous in the very beginning, but I do feel like something paying off, like a long-awaited win or a hard-fought victory or just something paying off for you big, like your effort, your energy being rewarded. Beautiful. Moving further, and I did have that little sub-message about someone you're linked to might be struggling with substance. But moving to the center, we have the Hanged Man with the Knight of Wands. Something picking up steam suddenly from a full stop to an explosive go. So keep that in mind. There could be things that pick up a lot of steam in the coming days and weeks and in this season. Moving to the very back end, and yeah, you might need to plan, analyze things. We have the Page of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands. Good news, exciting news. Anything new is highly favored, that it'll pay off in the end. We're seeing a big cohesive theme here. Lots of fire, and it feels good to me, Aries. So I would claim all this energy, especially if you've been struggling with anything lately. Please take a screenshot of that if you want to look into it further. We're going to get you one shadow card, right? 'Tis the season. So let's see what's in the shadows for Aries, please. Using the Shadowland Tarot, which is my favorite deck to use for shadow work. And we're just going to go within here. We're just going to see what's up. What's in the shadows for Aries, please? Okay. Whether it's something that's new, whether it's been lingering for a while, maybe it's an aspect you haven't really thought of yet. Okay, thank you. All right. We have the Page of Swords showing up here in the shadows, which is interesting because we have been getting a decent amount of court cards here for you, Aries. Now, the Page of Swords could represent an air sign that you're linked to. Obviously, this could point back to anything linked to childhood, so troubles with your own children or even troubles with something that's been plaguing you since childhood or something that may have happened. You might need to do a little reflection on that. But the Page of Swords is usually, yes, the watcher of the tarot deck, so I have to give everybody that warning that there could be somebody watching your moves and analyzing you for sure when we have this type of energy. That is the spy of the tarot deck. But the Page of Swords is also defensive. So this could be Spirit asking you to drop your guard a little bit, not be so protective all the time. Do with that what you will. I know that was a lot of different messages, but that's what's in the shadows. So Aries, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the October subscriber surprise. For the October subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the wonderful Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot card you'd like to see me dressed up as for Halloween this year. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.